Now the third stanza. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in the woods, and I took the road less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. So, moving on with the explanations, the poet is telling that he has taken the second road, he has travelled the second road. Now this is a situation that he is anticipating in the future. Anticipating means he is expecting to happen in the future. So while he is travelling on the second road or somewhere in future, he expects that one day he would realize, after he has reached his destination, he would look back and reanalyze the decision that he has taken, which is very, very important for us. See, once you have taken a decision in your life and you have reached your goal, it is very important for us to rethink on the actions that we have taken. Why do we need to rethink on the decision that we have taken? We need to rethink on the decision that we have taken to understand the right and wrong of our decision. Very important. It is important for us to think properly before taking the decision. It is also important for us to think carefully after we have finished doing the action. Both the things are important. Now, after we have finished the action, we need to understand what are the rights and the wrong, where we have made mistake, or what are the factors that led us to the success, what are the factors that led us to the downfall, or what are the factors which caused challenges for us. How did we overcome the challenges? What other possible ways were there for us to overcome these challenges? So these kinds of thinking has to happen for us, so that next time when we are taking a decision, we can take a better decision. So these kinds of analyzing, rethinking is very important for us to build a successful life and a successful career. So these thoughts, reflections, that's what it's called, reflections on your actions has to happen. So the poet is telling that when he is reflecting about his decision on traveling on the second road, somewhere in the future, so that's what he means by telling that somewhere ages and ages hence, means somewhere long time in the future, when the poet is reflecting, it might be 10 years later, it might be 15 years later, it might be 20 years later. But once he has reached that age or finished that action, he would reflect. And what would he say at that time? He would say that there were two roads, or he had opportunities in front of him, and he had taken a choice which was not frequently chosen by the people. That's what we said. He had chosen a road that was less traveled by. So it was a choice that was not frequently taken by the people. So he says that there were two roads from which I had to choose, and I had opted for a less traveled by road, and that has made a great difference in his life. Now at that point, the poet is unable to say, while he is traveling on the second road, and he tells that, see, I have taken a choice which is not frequently chosen by the people, and because of this some great changes are going to happen in my life. It is going to make a great difference in my life. But at that point, when he is traveling, he is unable to say whether it will be a good impact or a bad impact. He is unable to say. He is unable to say whether he will be successful or whether it will be a failure for him. But definitely he knows that it is going to make some great changes in his life. Why is it going to make some great changes? Because he had opted for a choice which is less traveled by. If he had opted for a choice which is more frequently used by the people, then what would happen? The results were very sure. You are good in studying science, or you are getting best marks in science. You opted for the science stream, you studied in for MBBS, you became a doctor, you joined a multinational hospital, and you are earning in lakhs and lakhs. It is a sure thing. There is nothing confusing over there. There is nothing risky over there. There is nothing adventurous over there. It is, we all know, because there are millions and millions of children passing out every day from colleges studying MBBS. There are millions and millions of doctors around us, and they are also earning in high salary. So this is a very common scenario. Always proved right. There is no change over there. But you choose to become something else. You choose to become a fashion designer. You choose to become a poet. You choose to become a writer. Or some other profession which is not commonly seen around us. Then there is a risk factor is there. It is some more adventurous in nature. So when you are choosing these kinds of professions, we are not sure whether it is going to be successful for us or whether it is going to be a failure for us. We are not sure about it. So if it is a failure, our life is going to get destroyed. If it is a successful, you can make some great impact in your life. So those kinds of things is what the poet is explaining. When you connect it with life, so the poet is telling that because he had opted for a less frequently used road, it is going to make a great difference in life. So, in short, what is the poet advising us to be? We can very clearly understand that poet wants us to be risky and adventurous in life. So, with this, we are concluding our session. We will move on with the next chapter in our next class. A URL of this poem is attached. Test paper is also attached. It is compulsory for all the students to write the answers for the test paper. Notes also attached. Please note it down in your notebook. So thank you, students. We will meet in the next class.